It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson on hand. Greg, you get to a game like this and you love the matchup because as we watch and get ready, you just watch highlight after highlight of the ball in the air, down the field. We got two big-arm quarterbacks going head-to-head here in this one.
And if you love offensive football and you love high-level quarterback play, we've got a matchup that I think you're going to be pretty excited to sit down and take in alongside us because every blade of grass is an opportunity to deliver the ball. And the amount of pressure on these defenses to defend the entire field, knowing there is no throw off limit, there is no route that cannot be unleashed. This is the ultimate test for any defense when you have two quarterbacks like this lined up under center.
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from Buffalo. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. He'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
Throwing right away is Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. I mean, you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences. It's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a first and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. They send him right out of the slot. Allen on third down. He's got his man. That's Coleman. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Allen going to throw again. He's got that complete to Knox. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Putting the tight end in motion. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he will score. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
In motion, Shakir. They'll throw on first down with Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
One more time going up top with Allen. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
Slot man in motion left. Again, it's Allen to the air. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing again. It's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run right here with Cook. Whoa! He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This about as short as you can get. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready for their 2nd possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
The throw on the run is complete. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Herbert. Back to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. A pickup there of 13, and the Chargers have the first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Here's Herbert. And he's in. Lad McConkey. Touchdown Chargers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are on the board. It's 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And that'll go out of bounds. A great effort. They wanted to pin them, a directional kick, cover it, but instead the ball goes out of bounds, so it backfires, and they'll take over at the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Allen working from the pistol. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get about 5. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
That is caught at the 3. He is in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Buffalo.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Pass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will get out in front 17-7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Davis now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chargers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Third and 6. To throw is Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. Oh, yeah. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. Now a screen set up for Harris. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
oftentimes it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Throwing again, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And this stays a 2-score game.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now it's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. In motion, Shakir. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Allen going to throw again. That's complete to Coleman. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and 8. One more time going up top with Allen. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. To throw again, it's Allen. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills up their lead. It's now 24-7. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's across midfield. Down to the 10. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag. Oh, as costly as they come. The holding call wipes away what would have been a long touchdown. Back to the ground after the penalty. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Open man, right side. He's got it. down to the 10. And he'll be taken down.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers back within 10. It's now 24-14. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Slot receiver, headed right. From the gun, Josh Allen. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. This one popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Conklin goes in motion. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Whoa! And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Matt Milano there to stop him. Here's 2nd and 9. Conklin goes in motion. Here's Herbert. Now he'll run. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Williams in motion. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. On play action, it's Herbert. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he can only get about half of what he needed. Down to the 3, and now it is 4th and goal.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Chargers are able to get it back within a score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Bills offense. And Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On second down, Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Again, it's Allen to the air.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Slot man in motion right. Throwing again. It's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Allen going to throw again. He gets this complete to Shakir. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
And what a clutch throw here on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points, but at a bare minimum, milk the clock. Leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. And if you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. One more time going up top with Allen. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything, there is a marker down. These points may come off the board. So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board. To throw again, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one. Here's Allen to throw. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now, Herbert. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's Daquan Jones getting in there to bring him down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. To the left side, catch made by McConkey.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Herbert to the air again. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills. And You saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on down.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
First and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Chargers offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Herbert now on 1st down. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Herbert. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Now, 2nd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Herbert to the air again. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He has it by plenty as they keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Throwing again, Herbert. A pass caught right side by Conklin. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. Now Herbert again. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.